Hey Kong fam, so Jack and I want to show y'all our next project. I showed this book a couple of videos ago. I picked it up in my local LCS. They were having a sale on a bunch of Golden Age books, and I was able to pick this up for a fairly reasonable price. I'm not going to be able to show a lot of this because it's in such bad condition. But that's the reason why we do these conservations, right? Is because we want to bring life back to these books. So the cover is completely detached from the top staple. Here's the bottom staple, but there's such a severe spine roll, and then there's rips on each side of the staple. There's a piece missing here, which we're not going to be able to do anything about because I don't leaf cast, but this book will be put back together in such a way that if we wanted to remove the cover later and leaf cast, that's not a big issue. You can see on the back that severe spine roll. Actually, the centerfold is detached also. Bless you, Jack. There's not a lot of stains. There's something up here I know we can get out. There's some staining here that hopefully will get removed. We can see another rip right here. Probably the easiest way if we want to look at the inside of this book. There's a lot of rips to the wraps. And again, this is why I can't really open it too much because of this severe spine roll. That's one of the reasons why we do these conservations, is so people can enjoy this book again and open it up. In this condition, that's not even possible. So we can flip to the center. Here we go. Here's the center. And like I said, this is completely detached, but it is, of course, a complete book. That's one thing I checked before I bought it, is this story. This connects. So we know it's a complete book. And this is one of those lapping tears. So you want to make sure that it's lapping the right way. And it goes like that. I think that's a fold over. Yep, that's a fold over. But we can fix all of this stuff. All this is just Tengujo work and cleaning and flattening and things like that. Yeah, should be a project that will net us some nice results in the end. This is one of my earliest. This is one reason why I picked up one of my earliest Marvel families that I own. So number 18 from 1947. All right, we will get started. So I just pulled the cover out of the press. I had a little bit of trouble with it. On the spine at the bottom, there was a wrinkle that I noticed. I wasn't sure if it was something from the printer way back when or not. So whenever I took it out of the wash, kind of spread out that wrinkle to flatten it out. And what it did was then cause my upper book to push together. So then I had to kind of push that out. So anyway, it was a little bit of a trouble, and I think I did end up with one small wrinkle across here. So the wrinkle just ended up kind of moving around the book, and I put it to a place where I felt like it had the least amount of issues or looking bad or whatever you want to say. So all right, so let's take a look. Now I haven't trimmed this yet. Looks great, no ink loss or anything. We did see a little bit of blue come up whenever we were doing the wash. We do have this bleed through of the red from the other side. I normally don't really worry about that. I might do a blue LED. I know I've seen, I think Paul have some luck removing this with blue LED. Over here, you can barely see is where I kind of moved the wrinkle to. So there is a small wrinkle right here. But everything looks a lot better. Really nice, smooth. All those pieces of the spine went back together really well. Let me put you on a blackish background and we can see how all the spine filled in really well. Like I said, I still need to trim this. It's got good flop. It feels good. And there was a lot of Tengujo. We did have all this staining. I did not worry about it. It's natural to the book. It's just something that's occurred over time, and it's not anything that bothers me a lot. You know, I kind of like to keep as much naturalness, if that makes sense, to the book as possible. Some of that might diminish whenever I do the blue LED treatment. We'll see. But yeah, you know, you can kind of see the Tengujo a bit. But, you know, again, you're putting it across some of these darker areas is where it shows up. And there was a lot of horizontal rips and such. You know, if we just kept the Tengujo to the gutter, you wouldn't have seen it. But I really like that we was able to put all that paper back together right there. But since you had these large horizontal rips, that's how much you can do. So yeah, overall very proud of it. I am going to trim this up. We'll do a little bit of blue LED. I'm going to start the wrap washing with that center wrap. It has been detached for a long time. It's got a lot of wear along the edges, so it'll be a good one to start with. And yeah, then we'll move on from there. So stay tuned.